Hello, welcome to the channel. I'm Seth. This is Westworld Season 3, Episode 1, Parce what?
Parce Domine.
Westworld Season 3, Episode 1, Parce Domine. Now, thoughts on the second season are back there a few months on those episodes. Apparently I missed an end sequence, a post-credit, on the second season. I don't know why I didn't think to check, especially since the first season had a snake-tattooed armistice girl with her arm stuck in the thing and broke it out. So, alright, we're going to check it out real quick before getting into the third season, just so I have the complete picture. Alright, here we go. William, you look like shit. I did watch a recap for the season and it mentioned this scene, but I skipped over it, so I know it involves an Emily bot, and this is some time has gone by, obviously, but the one he killed was the
No. The system's long gone.
When are we?
This isn't a simulation, William. This is your world. Or what's left of it.
Was that the room where Daddy Dallas was? No, I thought that got torched.
Do you know where you are, William?
In the park.
And how long
Are
have
they-
you been here?
Are they testing him like Daddy Delos? Is this... They wouldn't build a fucked up robot William.
What were you hoping to find? To prove?
That no system can tell me who I am. That I have a fucking choice.
He's stuck in his own loop. Which begs the question now that we're sitting here.
It's been a long time, William. Longer than we thought.
Verify what?
Fidelity.
That's the test. A fidelity test. That's what he gave to Daddy Delos. Is she fucking with him? I don't know. And there's no time to look it up because I gotta jump into the third season now. Alright. That was the post-credit sequence. Yeah, not gonna dwell on it. The whole, is somebody a host? Are they whatever? That's been a running theme for this show, a host or a guest. And if it's been a little while, but then she says everything's long gone, so then why are they doing tests if he is a robot? It's not gonna dwell on it. Season 3, let's see, Dolores is in Charlotte's body and is getting the F out with a bag full of brains, robo brains. Bernard got out too, right? Yeah. They're gonna be like allies, or not friends, but they have to work together to survive, I take it. And then I'm pretty sure Maeve died. Yeah, Maeve died, but that doesn't mean anything in this world. The only deaths that matter, this is gonna sound bad, are the human deaths, because they can't be rebooted, they can't be brought back. So Elsie, gone, unless they, robot her. And Stubbs said something at the end about, you can call it my core drive, which is what, it's a thing that the hosts have, but he referenced himself having it, so I don't know if that was just him being punny or, if he is a host, because he said seesaw motor functions in Season 1, and other people said seesaw motor functions around him, and it never worked on him. So, then again, it never worked on Arnold in Season 1 either, right? Until a certain point. I don't know. I don't want to think too hard before getting started, because it's this show. Yeah, this was actually the very first show I recorded on the original channel back in 2017, so it was nice to, 5 years later, pick it up again with Season 2, and now, a few months later, pick it up with Season 3, because in a couple of weeks, Season 4, so I want to catch up to where everyone is and hopefully be able to watch it week to week, and if not, whatever. It's the internet, it'll be here. I don't know what it is lately, but for HBO shows, like, I've had a lot of problem with Chernobyl getting past copyright blocks and staying up. Same with The Leftovers, as well as Raised by Wolves, so HBO, please be kind to me. It's not going to linger on anymore. This is a bit of a long episode for an opener, so I want to get into it, get my feet wet, and then go to bed with a fried brain, so no more stalling. Here it is. Season 3, Episode 1 of Westworld.
Parce Domine.
Here we go. The Virgins, Behind China.
Wir hören, dass es nicht so schlimm ist wie nach den ersten Berichten. Verkäufer waren größtenteils Angestellte. Wir hatten makellose Sicherheit.
Verkaufen, my entire position.
Wow.
Das ist unmöglich.
I pay you, so I don't have to wait in any fucking lines. Get it done.
Nice. Alright. Hollow calls. There was like a chip on that thing. Is it? Uh-oh. Blue screen of death almost. Oxygen levels dropping. Audio play. Wi-Fi connected everything digital households, and that's what you get. I'm just kidding. You're fine. Someone brought him an oxygen tank, and...
I'm afraid I can't do that.
Oh no. I'm sorry, Dave. Does she have a new body? Oh, wait. Yeah, wait. I thought she had Charlotte's body. We'll get there. Goodbye, goodbye.
Who the fuck are you?
After everything we've shared.
Oh, was he a
Bachelor party.
asshole at the park? Oh.
You wanted to get some things out of your system before the wedding. To your first wife. My condolences, by the way.
Yeah, and he saw the news article, so he knows there's a bloodbath. So this is.
I read your book.
Book? What book?
Think of it as
The
an unauthorized autobiography.
yeah.
You to remember them too.
So she like zip tied that on him. Is that like an augmented reality? Now he's seeing this everywhere. Ooh. Oh, we're a domestic abuser, are we?
She tried to leave, but it's hard to break our loops, isn't it?
Oh, fuck. Nice. He was so heartbroken about it, wasn't he?
She drank too much. Slipped. Hit her head.
Of course she did.
But you waited 30 minutes to...
Paid a lot of money to hide her indiscretions.
This explains now why she, like, zip-tied the glasses down, so we couldn't, not see.
You worked at a company called Insight. You were supposed to surrender any confidential files, delete any copies. You're about to trade them for your life.
Wow.
Good luck, Jerry.
She would need the system up and running, everything, so that she could utilize it. If she kills him, the company could go under, bring investigation, blah, blah, blah. Come on, man. Are you serious? Oh, fuck. I was thinking you could, like, make it look like he's gonna sit down and he really falls off the edge, but... Well, now what?
Who are you? The person who set you free.
Let's get that sweet-ass intro. Yes! No. Ooh, wait a minute. Into the red. Wait a fucking minute there. Anomaly detected. Jesse! What up, bitch? Leave your message of the number.
Been a long time.
Since I left you without a dope
Look,
beat
I can talk, or I can just
to
listen.
step 2.
Running fiber pays the bills.
Running fiber, that's one of my jobs.
being
That's
back
funny. Telecom cabling.
Better living through technology. And some things are better, but I don't know.
So instead of like a construction worker, he's a supervisor for the actual worker.
Just have to work harder, keep my scores up. See if something better comes along.
He keeps hanging up on these Francis calls, dude. Like, what's going on there, Caleb?
You ever think about getting your implant turned back on? Move some of the rough edges off?
Well, some people need it. But for me, I guess the rough edges are the only thing I'm hanging on to.
Don't want to dull the only thing I have, right?
I'll see you next week, Mom.
Not my son.
I'm assuming that's Alzheimer's and not like she rejects him because of some shit he did.
So what
They
you
could
think?
misdirect this, that's all I'm saying.
I've got bills to pay.
Make money, motherfucker.
What the fuck? Grand Theft Auto? Smash and grab? What? If you love money... Wait, I'm gonna pause that in editing and read. It's like Cyberpunk, but really?
Nothing too heavy. No personals. A to B's. They say it's a meritocracy. The system picks the right people for the right job, which is great. Yes, but I don't know where
That's
leads
weird.
the rest of us.
This is mood, whichever word lights up.
Most definitely not okay.
He's fine. You do personals? You should. Your stats are shitty, man.
Oh, that's what he meant by ATM. It's literally blowing up an ATM.
You made money, motherfucker.
Yeah, bitch! He's not peddling the meth, you know?
We should be focusing on our core businesses. Biomechanical and agrotech. Stock's in the toilet, the PR's a nightmare.
It's been 3 months. The lawsuits will settle out, the share price will recover, and so will our brand.
So, was Dolores at the beginning in the future, and she's still Dolores, or is there two of her running around?
Only interim CEO. You don't have carte blanche, not without consulting him.
Is that...
He already stipulated a machine shareholder as proxy, and the machine and I are in agreement.
Is that for William or for somebody else?
One person in particular who orchestrated that massacre, murdered our founder and most of the board in cold blood.
Who are we pinning this on?
Bernard Lowe.
Oh.
And when the authorities find him, which they most assuredly will.
Bernard. Poor Bernard. Hey, what's up? Armand Delgado.
Bernard Lowe. Has anyone other than yourself tampered with or altered your code in the last 24 hours? No. Have you had any contact with Dolores Abernathy that I'm unaware of?
He's had everyone. He's had multiple people in his head or fucking with him.
Would you ever lie to me, Bernard?
Where's the next anomaly? Elevated scrutiny? London. Okay. She's at the company of the guy that she got the funding from. Oh, shit!
Liam, thank you for seeing and then building a brighter future.
Thank you, Liam. We'll miss you.
Oh, you came.
What is this?
I missed you.
Mysterious girl he met in Burma last month.
It's your problem.
Out west.
A small
Sweep off the beaten path.
She's not wrong.
How fucking ironic would it be if they had put a simulation within a simulation?
Don't float this right now.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time he's been led around by something an inch and a half long.
Can't recover from that. Might as well just simulate yourself a bigger dick, because that's Oh! I know you. He was Cicero in Gladiator. Oh, he's...
Scores up.
Oh.
For jobs.
Yeah, this is like when Jesse went to the place and was like, I got business with sales and distribution, and they wanted him to go outside and do the Badger shit.
If you don't try, it definitely won't work.
I'm super curious about this system where it puts you, like, everyone is almost compelled to do what they have the points to do. No, I like being basic, and what was it? Fuck yeah.
Sometimes it seems like the world looks alright. Like they put a coat of paint on it. But inside it's rotting to pieces.
He wanted to try some beta limbics, then he just fucking lost it.
Fucking noob.
Shadow people.
I don't do personals. Let's just call an ambulance.
That's 20 years.
So he goes to jail just like the rest of us.
Dude's not like the rest of us. High net worth.
What do you know? If you got money or power, exceptions are made for you. That's wild.
You said they built the world to be a game. And then they rigged it.
And Raised by Wolves, what are they, the collective, the trust.
Almost looks like it makes sense from up here. All you see is the order of it, the plan.
Doesn't Insight control all of it? Even the traffic?
We're just a technology company.
I didn't catch his last name or the guy in the beginning's last name, but I'm wondering if there's a connection. Like, the dad died, and now she's, like, met up with the son, and is, you know, that's still her in with the company. That pool is doing some funky shit.
This is Rehoboam.
Ooh, that's in the intro.
After they optimized it for the last time, they lost track of how many thoughts it has per second.
What?
My dad thought the biggest problem in the world was unrealized potential. He thought that if you could chart a course for every single person, and you can make the world a better place.
Dolores, what are you gonna do with that thing? She tried to wipe out the shit.
Can't wait.
The backups before she was shot at the end of season 2. But that was hosts and shit.
My meeting.
Oh, that would turn
My guys can
their world into shit. I gotcha, if it's running everything.
Find me something fast. Now.
I don't know, in season 2 they kind of made it sound out to be like the world was dying, you know? Hello? Hello? Oh, sorry. Oh yeah, the inconspicuous secret agent glasses, right?
There's been some turbulence in the data.
It's data. It's made of turbulence.
There have been discrepancies.
Her face immediately jumped out at me, trying to place it.
I love the royal we. You don't think. You do what he tells you.
He doesn't share your confidence.
Is that Mantis? Is that the Mantis? Sleep.
It would be an inconvenience to kill you, but we'd have your daddy's system to help us strategize how to deal with it.
Alright, Armand. Arnold Bernard Armand. Next is gonna be Bernardo.
I don't want any trouble.
Of course not. Draw too much attention. When a Bernard.
Wait! Something very bad is coming for you all. Something I don't know how to stop. See, that months the plan. I'm alone and I can't trust myself.
I wonder if he's baking it, or if this is, or if his electronics are reacting that way. I am all about this. There you go. There you go. It's not a clean blood choke, but you get one of them. If you're trying to blood choke someone and they got their head turned or tucked down, reach under the bridge of their nose and lift up. Everyone will lift up if they don't want their nose broken. And then you slip it in there. And you bicep one of the arteries and you forearm bone the other. God damn it!
Keep your eyes on the prize.
You know, if I'm not a good fit, is there a different shape I could squeeze myself into?
I feel that way. I'll do whatever, just pay me, pretty much. Like,
hey, no offense, but
having a lack of ambition is
I'm Sean. I can help you with all kinds of resources for DCA.
We can't have a human talking to you because that job is occupied by a machine. So why is he declining all these Francis calls? Is it military work, violent work? Ooh, we got unfinished business. You just cut to high legs and thighs. It's just like, wait, where's the context here?
There's nothing you could tell me that would make me feel differently about you.
Wow, that's
Some sort of trouble.
so comforting to hear, but I know she's super manipulative and working towards her own ends. I'm not saying this is ex machina levels of fuckery, but it would not surprise me.
Sometimes I wish I could just turn the whole fucking thing off.
Oh,
Why can't you?
Talk to me. Let's do
You
it.
control it.
After my father died, his partner locked me out of the system.
You have no idea what the system is doing.
No one knows what the system is doing.
Wow, so it's just fucking going.
If I was going to tell you, he'd know already. Rehoboam would tell him. I'd already be dead. Just like my dad.
That's funny.
Tell me the name of the person your father was working with.
Background, who's moving? He is gonna die. That's what the...
What the fuck are you doing?
I don't know who the fuck this is, but I'm pretty confident she's not a dead teenager from Kiev.
No.
Location is an underpass.
I'll lure him out tonight. So she's faking like she's a passed out person. They don't realize she's a...
I've safeguarded the fortunes of this company for your father for 20 fucking years.
Hire some local talent.
Oh, it's gotta be Jesse. Or, Caleb. Sorry.
It's not the first time I've had a gun pointed at me.
Want to make it the first time you've been shot in the head?
Someone else beats you to that, too.
He looked away. That was a mistake. He could have did it right there. So personals as opposed to what? Like, were the other jobs professional and on the books, and this is just like a direct message? Like, hey, can you do the thing? They needed Jesse to bring the bag there, which had a box in it. Francis, come on.
Caleb, how you doing, my man? You got time to talk?
Yeah, why not?
I hit the button, didn't I?
Gave her 2 and she's still breathing. How fucking possible.
Still fucking breathing, so they think she's a fucking person. Okay.
Get over here! What does he say?
Gonna back him over? What are we doing? Nice. I don't understand what freaked them out to call for the boys to come over.
You still have to play if you want a chance to win, right?
No. That's not what you thought at all.
AI?
The real you.
Oh, shit.
You said that the system didn't care about us at all. Didn't give a shit if we lived.
So it's a fake Francis that's been calling him.
But you never had to figure out how to live in this world. Because you never made it back.
It's like the episode of Black Mirror having the person in the device that you can talk to.
I'm gonna have to find something. Someone real. Unsubscribe.
I don't understand who was in there and what happened, but all of a sudden there's gunfire and Dolores came out. That just happened, yeah. I get it. It's probably his robot he saw in the car, right? And then he knew, oh shit.
You're hurt. Badly.
Doesn't matter. Go. Now.
Is she disposable since, like, other her is in Hale? Like, that's what I don't understand. It's like, she is in Hale, but there's also Dolores running around. She got in close and looked at him, and then shot him in the head. I've had a rough night.
Hello?
I know there was a trailer or something for the season, and it had Jesse in it, or Aaron Paul, but I never watched it. So I don't know if this is that, or if it's from someone else in the show. Zombie-looking stagger. I'm sorry, I'm laughing because this reminds me of that place at the end of Silence of the Lambs when... Never mind, Anthony Hopkins. Doesn't matter.
I'm looking for a friend. Westworld.
Ah! Good stuff! Hell of an episode. Alright, Season 3, Episode 1, Parce Domine, in the books. That was not what I was expecting at all. Like, I had known there was some out in the real world stuff, but this whole episode, I'm pretty sure, was there. Gonna try not to turn this outro into a recap of the whole episode, but just my thoughts on specific moments and how they stick out in my mind. It was really cool to see this real world that produced Westworld. Like this, what sort of civilization needed that sort of outlet? And with Insight, which looks like no one knows who's steering this bitch anymore, is kind of like a master control for the populace. I don't know if it's just the city there or if that company is everywhere, and like, would it be a big deal if something happened to it? Because it's like the social order appears to be there. Everyone has something to do, but it's... I was just... Honestly, the whole time I've been thinking about something that gives you the job that's best suited for you. Because there are people that have inherent skills and insights and skill sets and potentials, but if they're not ambitious, or they don't connect the dots, or if they're in a bad situation, or if, you know, like Caleb is saying, would it be better? You know, everyone is doing stuff now, but is that necessarily better? It's like they're droned into their role, but there's contentness, maybe not happiness, but contentness. I just like that idea of, because I've always looked at Western values and the Eastern values, and like the country versus the individual and the freedoms versus the collective, and it's like, I've always thought, like, neither was really that good. You know, you got, like, authoritarian. This seems like it has aspects of both in it, because there's people doing things and moving up and trying to do stuff, but then it's also, like, for the benefit of everyone. And I'm not saying there are social scores or anything like that in there, but it seemed like things were definitely gated behind your stats or your application. And it's supposed to be like a doomed world. Wasn't that something that Logan, shitty Logan, isn't that something he said in the pool scene? Like, this whole world is dying, or it's decay, it's death row, or whatever, or the world is burning, or we're on the way out, is kind of the gist I've gotten. Arnold is on his own little quest. Arnold, Bernard, Armand, he is doing his own thing. I forget exactly where he is, but I know he was working at a slaughterhouse, then he fucked some people up, and now he's checking out a boat going somewhere. So at the beginning we had Charlotte, right? Miss Hale. And she is also, I take it to be, you know, Dolores. So where did the Dolores body come from? Like, we know she left the season 2 place on the boat with the heads, the minds, in the bag. But by what means did she repopulate or build? I guess, though, if she's Hale, then Hale had access to that printer at the end that she found. So maybe that's what she printed up Dolores on. And she had a whole bunch of balls in the bag, which makes me wonder, it was predetermined who those were going to end up being, what entities, or if the writers or whatever, it's just like, throw some in there and we'll figure it out when we need it. Kind of like in case of emergency, you know, break glass, they are a robot now. But, yeah, I'll say, what? First season was the 2 timelines, essentially. I mean, there was other stuff, but the main thing was, wow, second timeline, whoa. And the second season was flashbacks. Like, there very little was at the aftermath of the park. Most of it was, like, the slaughter. Very little of it was post-revolution. So that was a lot of flashbacks and alternate things. And now this, they opened up with hologram tech and with her putting the glasses on to kind of like AR, you know, augment reality, make it look like whatever. So, and then someone else floated the thing, a simulation within a simulation. It's like, no, stop it, stop, don't do this. I mean, I always thought in the second Matrix movie, Neo does some shit outside of the Matrix that's kind of unexplained, and they just write it off as he's the one. And I always thought that could be a whole nother layer of the Matrix, is they think they're in Zion and doing this resistance, but they're still in the pod. Just a fun little thought. Yeah, so I have to keep in the back of my mind the outro of season 2 that I just watched before this with William, or a bot of William, I'm not entirely sure. It seemed like she was saying we were running fidelity tests on him. I don't know how that connects in with this yet. I guess that is, I'm assuming that was Westworld that we saw in that outro. Yeah, the old facilities, everything was defunct and run down. Unless it's just designed that way so that uploaded William robot will always think he's recovering from everything and wander into this place. But, you know, all possibilities are open right now in this multiverse in my head. So, I'm not going to linger on anymore. If I see anything in the editing process that jumps out at me, I'll either post it as a comment at the top of this video or kind of throw some words on the screen to try to say, oh shit, I forgot this, or wait a minute, what about that? So, thank you all so much for being here. This was a long one, this was a doozy, but it's fun to be back, and I'm looking forward to more. So, thanks again, and goodbye.